So, you think you know everything about Marvel? Well, think again. There's a guy behind the scenes who shaped your favorite superheroes. And yet, you've probably never even heard his name. Without him, the Marvel Universe wouldn't look the way it does today, and that's a big problem. Let me tell you about the hidden genius behind the MCU. And no, I am not talking about Kevin Feige. Most Marvel fans can rattle off names like Stan Lee, the Russo brothers, or Robert Downey Jr. without a second thought. But what if I told you that one of the most crucial figures in creating the look and feel of the entire MCU is someone you probably don't know? Without him, the iconic designs of Iron Man, Captain America, and Spider-Man might have looked completely different. Ask any Marvel fan who Ryan Meinerding is, and you'll probably get blank stares. Why is that? How can someone so essential to the MCU's success fly under the radar for so long? The answer lies in the world of concept art and visual development, where even the most brilliant contributions often go unnoticed by the public. Yet, the influence these artists have on the final product is huge. Ryan Meinerding is not just any concept artist. He's the head of visual development at Marvel Studios. He's the one responsible for creating the iconic looks of Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Spider-Man, and so many others. But why do fans know all about the actors and directors, but not about the people like Ryan Meinerding, who are responsible for bringing these heroes to life visually? The lack of recognition for concept artists is a widespread issue in Hollywood, but it's especially surprising when someone as influential as Ryan is virtually invisible to fans. Let's start at the beginning. Ryan Meinerding began his journey with Marvel Studios in 2008, right before the release of Iron Man. This was the moment that set the Marvel Cinematic Universe into motion, but back then, no one had any idea just how big it would get. Marvel needed to establish a distinct visual identity, and that responsibility fell on Meinerding's shoulders. Before joining the Marvel team, Ryan was already honing his skills as an artist and designer. As he grew up, he first got into comic books by reading Wolverine, The Amazing Spider-Man, and Moon Knight. He studied industrial design at Notre Dame, then pursued concept art at the Art Center College of Design in Pasadena. But his big break came when he collaborated with legendary artist Ian McCaig, known for his work on the Star Wars prequels. Working under McCaig's mentorship, Ryan contributed to projects like Superman, Flyby, a canceled Superman film directed by J.J. Abrams. This early experience working on superhero and fantasy projects gave Ryan the perfect foundation for what would come next. He joined Marvel to work on their first in-house film, Iron Man. From there, just like the character's suit, his career skyrocketed, and he quickly became Marvel Studios' go-to artist for visual development. His early work with Favreau on Iron Man set the tone for the entire MCU, giving him the reputation as the man behind the look of Marvel's most iconic heroes. For Iron Man, the pressure was intense. Tony Stark's suit needed to be futuristic and sleek, but also grounded in reality. Ryan worked closely with Jon Favreau, the film's director, to create the now iconic red and gold armor that we've all come to associate with Iron Man. But what made this design work so well? Well, it was the perfect balance between advanced technology and believability. Meinerding didn't just create a cool suit. He gave audiences something that felt functional, something that looked like it could really exist in the world. And it worked. Fans immediately bought into Iron Man's character, and that visual success helped launch an entire universe of superheroes. But Ryan's work didn't stop there. He went on to design the looks for Thor and Captain America. Let's talk about Captain America's costume for a moment. When Steve Rogers debuted in Captain America, the first Avenger, he needed to embody both a patriotic icon and a modern-day hero. But how do you do that without making him look cheesy? Meinerding's design blended military aesthetics with a superhero twist. His costume had to look like something a soldier would actually wear in the 1940s while still giving off superhero vibes. It was a delicate balance, and Ryan nailed it. The result? a costume that's both functional and iconic. Thor's design posed a different challenge. Thor comes from Asgard, a realm that combines elements of Norse mythology with futuristic sci-fi tech. Meinerding had to create a world that felt ancient yet otherworldly. He pulled from mythology, blending it with the sleek, polished look of advanced technology to create a visual identity for Asgard that's both mystical and believable. When you think of Thor's iconic hammer or the Rainbow Bridge of Asgard, you're thinking of Meinerding's work. And then there's Spider-Man. When Marvel struck a deal with Sony to bring Spider-Man into the MCU, the stakes were high. Fans had already seen Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, each with their own memorable suits. So, how do you redesign one of the most iconic superhero costumes of all time without upsetting fans? Meinerding took elements from classic Spider-Man suits but modernized them. He added subtle tech features like expressive eyes that can actually move and show emotions, as well as a sleek design that makes the suit look more practical and advanced. Fans loved it. Spider-Man was back, and he looked better than ever. But Meinerding's contributions go even further. He helped shape the overall aesthetic of the MCU, ensuring that the films all felt connected visually. And that is one of the main reasons why the MCU works. Whether you're watching Iron Man, Doctor Strange, or Black Panther, there's a consistent visual language that ties them all together. And that's no coincidence. Meinerding's role as head of visual development means he oversees the look and feel of the entire universe. His job isn't just to design individual characters or costumes. It's to ensure that all these elements work together to create a cohesive world. One of his most stunning achievements is his work on Doctor Strange. The mind-bending visuals of the mirror dimension and the astral plane wouldn't be what they are without Meinerding's influence. He was responsible for creating those trippy, kaleidoscopic designs that gave Doctor Strange its unique visual identity. Then there's Black Panther. The Afro-futuristic design of Wakanda, with its fusion of traditional African elements and futuristic technology, is another example of Meinerding's genius. His work, in collaboration with others in the visual development team, helped to create a cohesive look for Wakandan technology and the Black Panther's costume, which balanced African cultural influences with futuristic tech elements. However, the broader architectural, cultural, and environmental design of Wakanda was primarily the result of Hannah Beachler's production design. If all this has piqued your interest and you want to dive even deeper into Ryan Meinerding's work, there's an incredible resource that showcases his entire journey with Marvel Studios. It's called Marvel Studios: The Art of Ryan Meinerding. This book is a treasure trove for Marvel fans, featuring more than 500 illustrations, from early concept sketches to the final designs of your favorite superheroes. If you're curious to see how Iron Man's suit evolved, or how Captain America's look was perfected, this book covers it all. Plus, if you're looking for the perfect gift for a Marvel fan, this book is a must-have. There's a link in the description below to get your hands on it, or to offer it as a gift to someone who loves all things Marvel. Here's what you really need to understand. Without Ryan Meinerding, the MCU might not look anything like what we see today. His designs are iconic, instantly recognizable, and timeless. Imagine for a second if Iron Man's suit had looked bulky and awkward, or if Captain America's costume had been too cartoonish or patriotic. Those small visual choices could have completely changed how audiences viewed these heroes. But instead, we got sleek, modern, and believable designs that made us feel like these superheroes could actually exist in our world. Meinerding's work has not only defined the past decade of Marvel films, but will continue to shape its future. He's already contributed to upcoming projects like Fantastic Four, First Steps, and Captain America: Brave New World, where his unique vision will help bring even more beloved characters to life. So, the next time you watch a Marvel movie and feel blown away by the visuals, remember Ryan Meinerding. He's the mastermind behind the iconic designs of Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Spider-Man, and so many others. Without his creative genius, the Marvel Cinematic Universe would look a lot different and probably wouldn't be nearly as successful. From the intricate details in the costumes to the larger-than-life set designs, Ryan Meinerding has shaped the MCU in ways most fans will never fully realize. But now, you know the story of the Marvel hero no one heard of. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Marvel's behind-the-scenes heroes, subscribe for more.